Good morning, Toby Johnson. I'm Emily, and it's First Thing First period on Thursday, May 5th.
That means it's time for First Things First on TJTV. I'm Tyler.
8th graders, the promotion dance is next Friday, May 13th, from 5 to 7 p.m. Tickets go on sale on Monday, $5 with an ASB sticker, $6 without an ASB sticker, and $7 the day of the dance.
The spring fair is tomorrow, May 6th.
If you are wondering about some of the things that will happen at the spring fair, let's take a look. The spring fair is tomorrow, and there will be items like boba, Taco Bell, Spam Musubi, donuts, popsicles, and many more items.
The spring fair is tomorrow. Buy food tickets and your wristband for the inflatables at lunch today.
If you still need a waiver for the inflatable, you can get one at the student store or download it off at the TJMS homepage.
In the prize cube, you could win gift cards to McDonald's, Taco Bell, Quickly, or Starbucks, or even the movie theater.
Now let's go to Armando for today's TDIH.
This day in history.
First on this day in 1961, from Cape Canaveral, Florida, Navy Commander Alan Bartlett Shepard Jr. is launched into space aboard the Freedom 7 space capsule, becoming the very first American astronaut to travel into space. The suborbital flight, which lasted 15 minutes and reached a height of 116 miles into the atmosphere, was a major triumph for NASA. Next on this day in 1995, the Dallas, Texas area is hit by torrential rains and a severe hailstorm that leaves 17 dead and many others seriously wounded. The storm, which hit both Dallas and Tarrant counties, was the worst recorded hailstorm to hit the United States in the 20th century. Also on this day in 1862, during the French-Mexican War, a poorly supplied and outnumbered Mexican army under General Zaragoza defeated a French army attempting to capture Puebla de Los Angeles, a small town in east-central Mexico. Victory at the Battle of Puebla represented a great moral victory for the Mexican government, symbolizing the country's ability to defend its sovereignty against threat by a powerful foreign nation. Finally, on this day in 1821, Napoleon, the former French ruler who once ruled an empire that stretched across Europe, dies as a British prisoner on the remote island of St. Helena in the southern Atlantic Ocean. That's it for me. I'm Armando reporting for TJTV. Now back to you.
Thanks, Armando.
There are a few people who don't enjoy the benefits of going for a walk by the sea or looking out at the beach from a sandy ocean.
Now, some new research suggests there's a reason for our age-old affinity with the ocean.
The research found that living in a residence with a view of the ocean was associated with improved mental health.
Researchers from the University of Canterbury in New Zealand and Michigan State University looked at the visibility of blue ocean regions versus green fields or views from residents in Wellington, New Zealand.
After taking account the other factors such as the people's income, age, and gender, they found a correlation between people who had a view of the ocean and positive mental health.
Thanks to Tom Hale for this story. For more information, go to iflscience.com.
The yearbooks are getting close to being sold out. For more information, let's go to Paula Garcia.
With less than 40 yearbooks left, yearbooks are selling out fast and you don't want to wait until the last minute to buy one.
I think that students should buy the yearbook because it's a time capsule of 2015-2016, and there's no other time capsule or book that is going to capture this particular year from this particular group of students at this school. It's also a technology that lasts the test of time. If you go back into your parents' technology, you know, maybe some parents somewhere have a couple cassette tapes, but I don't even know where my mixed tapes anymore. VHS tapes, I think we just gave away all our Disney movies on VHS because we don't even have a VHS player anymore. Even DVDs, I don't even know how often I use a DVD because I'm streaming everything through Hulu and Netflix. So when you look at the changing parts of time, the one thing that stands the test of time is books. And if you talk to your parents and you go home and say, hey, where are your yearbooks? I guarantee they know exactly where they are. They might be at your grandparents' house or they might be up in a closet, but every time you move, you know exactly where your yearbooks are because those are so special to you. So I think that you'll see a great value in this year's yearbook. It's beautiful, and my students have worked very hard to make balanced coverage of all the students at our school and all the activities.
Yearbook distribution day is on May 18th, which is less than 2 weeks away. To buy your yearbook, bring $50 cash to the Student Store window. Reporting for TJTV, Paulo Garcia.
Now let's go to Jordan for news about the planets.
Since the discovery of the first exoplanet in the 1990s, we have been looking for planets similar to Earth. Well, today is our lucky day. We have now found 3 of them around the same star, and they are close enough to study in detail. These planets could be our best bet so far for finding life outside the solar system. Belgian astronomers discovered that 3 potentially habitable Earth-like planets orbiting an ultra-cool dwarf star about 40 light-years away from Earth. These are some of the smallest exoplanets ever discovered, with a radius only slightly bigger than Earth's. And they are the first planets discovered around an ultra-cool dwarf, a dim star not much bigger than Jupiter. The most exciting thing about this discovery made by the Belgian telescope as the planets passed in front of the star is that these planets are close enough for us to study. At first glance, the system might not seem that promising. 2 of the planets have years lasting about 1.5 and 2.4 Earth days, respectively, meaning they orbit very closely. The planets have a radius of 1.11, 1.05, and 1.16 times that of Earth, which combined with their location strongly indicates that these objects possess some of the right conditions for life. The planet temperatures could range from slightly higher than water's boiling point to well below freezing. Thanks to Alfredo Carpenetti for this story. For more information, go to iflscience.com.
Thanks, Jordan.
That's it for today's show.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of
First Things First on TJTV. I'm Emily, it's Cinco de Mayo.
And I'm Tyler. There are only 15 more school days until the school year is over.